small business, jobs, and entrepreneurship. On this radio show, you are listening to Get Down to Business. I'm your host, Shalom Klein. You can dial into the AM 560 The Answer. Answer line 312-642-5600. Call in with your questions, business tips and advice at 312-642-5600. You can also tweet me at Shalom Klein. That's at SHALOMKLEIN with your questions on business, jobs, and entrepreneurship. And you can join me and fellow Get Down to Business listeners on October 30th at our free Business and Employment Expo. It's called The Business Event. You can find out more information on my website at shalomklein.com. And we're thrilled to be joined on the air with Max Suzenaar of Minding Your Business. Max, thanks for joining us. You've got quite a story to tell us. Thanks for joining us on Get Down to Business.
Well, thank you, Shalom.
Well, Max, so tell us about what you do and the work that you're doing with businesses out in the Chicagoland community.
Sure. Our company is Minding Your Business. We're a strategic agency that works with organizations to build their communities, and that's primarily through their face-to-face meetings. So we work with, for example, Association Forum, which is located in Chicago, and it is the Association of Associations. So it helps them to understand with their big meetings.
There's a lot of good jokes that I can make right now, but I'll let you keep going.
Well, so what they do is their members include the American Bar Association, for example. And so what we do is we help these organizations understand at their annual meetings how to really bring all multiple generations together, especially kind of the new normal of business.
That's fantastic. And Max, the rumor out there is that you're working with some pretty cool folks out there. Is there some news about Microsoft?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate that. We're working with Microsoft. We're the first named strategic agency, anyone from the outside, that's helping them develop a new strategy for their worldwide partnership conference. So we were just out on site a couple weeks ago, and that represents all of the partners that distribute their products and services, about 95% of all of Microsoft's revenues. So we're helping them reimagine how to stay connected with those folks and to just be better in touch and build a better community.
That's fantastic, and that's one of the bits of advice that we always share with listeners of Get Down to Business. It's to be innovative, and that's something that no business can ever take for granted. Not a small business like Legacy Onward that we just heard from recently, or even a big business like Microsoft. And you must be a pretty busy guy dealing with lots of interesting stories and entrepreneurs that are out there. So, Max, what are the things in business that you have the most fun doing?
You know, the most fun is really we're learning about other people's professions. So, for example, if we're working with the American Academy of Neurology, we have to understand what neurologists are going through on a daily basis, not just their education, but what's their day-to-day. And so it's super exciting. And we also work with a lot of convention and visitors bureaus. So, for example, we're doing a new development plan for Greater Palm Springs. So you have to look at all of the brand assets they have, meet with members of the community, and, you know, it's pretty invigorating to understand what they're doing now and then help transition them through new innovative ways of thinking and developing new strategies to really change direction. And that's super exciting.
That is exciting. So, Max, what advice do you have for our businesses that might be tuned in to Get Down to Business, to the small businesses on the North Shore or the South Side of Chicago that are trying to get their business started? Perhaps even the words innovation, it's not ringing a bell by them because they're just so focused on, you know, getting their first client, their first customer. What advice do you have for them to get their business started and get their business to the next level?
Well, I think, you know, it's really important to understand, are you doing the same thing that everyone else is doing? You need to figure out how you can differentiate yourself, and that has to be based on the needs of whoever your target audience is. So I would recommend talking to a lot of potential customers, not from the standpoint of trying to sell them, but to really understand their world and what their pain points are, and then figuring out what solutions can you bring to the table. And I think a lot of times it's difficult when you're an entrepreneur or your early years of a business to shift gears based on what you're doing. And I think, you know, we're living proof. We started out as a meeting and event management company, and over the 20 years evolved to become a strategic agency. And, you know, sometimes it's scary to change even course of what your business. But I think if you remain flexible, those opportunities will show themselves.
They certainly will. So, Max Suzenaar, you really live up to the name of your business. You are minding your business, and you tell entrepreneurs how to do the same. Max, how can people reach you for if they have more questions and they want some more advice on business, small and large?
Sure. They can reach me through our website, which is myb.net, or they can call us at Minding Your Business at 312-870-7100.
That's fantastic. Max Suzenaar of Minding Your Business, lots of advice and information. Max just won a fantastic contract with Microsoft, and you're doing some great stuff with businesses near and far, which is great. Remember, Get Down to Business is powered by Tandem HR. Tandem HR is your solution center. You can find them at tandemhr.com or call 630-928-0510. That's 630-928-0510. You can also email them, simplify@tandemhr.com. After the break, we are talking with State Representative Laura Fine, talking about her legislation and accomplishments helping Illinois be an attractive place for small business.
How can you get from here to there? We've got the